This week, we've got updates from HIFONICS, Precision Power, MECP, ORION, and ALPINE. This is CMA Access, brought to you by SiriusXM and sponsored by 5 Access Innovations. And it starts now. So unless you've been living under a rock, you in car audio know that pro audio is certainly on the rise. Now, this interesting subculture of car audio has its roots in South America as well as in Asia and Russia as well. But the brand HIFONICS is coming to play because they recognize this is certainly something that's in demand. We're going to go now to Rob Anderson from Maxonics representing HIFONICS. Now, Rob, this is kind of a new departure for HIFONICS to kind of zone in on this specific clientele. Why don't you talk to us a little bit about the philosophy of how to enter into this market with HIFONICS?
Well, Ben, thank you for first having me back on the show. Absolutely, this is a big and exciting announcement from HIFONICS. Like everyone in the car audio industry knows, HIFONICS is known for its power from the gods. So big power, reliable power. And we have been really watching the pro audio sector of the industry, and we feel like we could bring something to that market, to that niche, and give it that dependability and that power that you can expect from HIFONICS and make an amazing product that people will enjoy in their vehicles.
All right, Rob, let's get into it. We're talking about HIFONICS. It's the power of the gods. So, of course, we're going to be talking about high current output. On the menu today, we're introducing a brand new line of amplifiers, called Colossus. Now, more specifically, we're going to break it down into two categories of these amplifiers. Rob, the first one I want to talk about is the new HIFONICS Colossus Pro series of amplifiers.
Absolutely. So the HIFONICS Pro amplifier series is our full-size pro audio amplifiers. So this one right here is the 5000.1D amplifier, 5000 of true power, high output, HIFONICS power from the gods amplifier. But the thing that sets us apart from, say, the competition, the other competitors in this market, is that we have been focused on reliable high output power. So one of the things that we've made sure is that, one, it's an ultra efficient design and that it's got a really advanced protection circuit so that you can protect your investment of your car, your system, and you can have some HIFONICS reliability. That's something we're known for.
I think it's in the name itself, Rob. When you see Colossus written on that amp and the sheer size of that amp, I mean, that's what people want in this sector. And this, of course, is a big power output, especially for those subwoofers that you want to run. Now, I also mentioned a second model, which is the Mini, and which I can only presume will have a more compact footprint.
Of course. So we know that space sometimes comes at a premium with these awesome vehicles that we're building. So we have a dedicated line for that type of builder, that type of enthusiast in mind. So we have the Colossus Mini amplifier series. So this one right here is our 400.4D. So 400 true power coming out of this awesome small footprint with a mass loaded heatsink, so we don't have to worry about any kind of heat issues. Same thing as the Pro Big Brother line of Colossus, that this also has that triple protection circuit built into the PCB design. So ultra reliable, ultra high power, and ultra safe at the same time. That's the 4-channel, but here's a little preview of what a 1200 watt would look like. So this is our 1200 watt 0.1D model. Pretty awesome. I love these. They look great. They're going to be awesome to install because you can kind of put them anywhere because of the size factor compared to, say, the Pro model. So if space is at a premium, definitely consider the HIFONICS Colossus Mini amplifiers.
I love the fact that there are two options to choose from. I want to take a second to zone in on something you mentioned there, and I think this is an important element and feature of these amplifiers, is that the engineers at HIFONICS really thought about how these amplifiers are being used, the environment they're going to be installed in, the type of power they're putting out. And I want to talk a little bit more about that protection circuit. So how is that special and different from maybe some of the other offerings currently on the market?
Of course, Ben. So the big thing that we know here at HIFONICS is that the enthusiasts, the people that are going to be using this product, are going to be using it to its fullest, really pushing the limits, really getting everything out of their system. So with that in mind, besides just having an ultra clean design from a board construction, proprietary MOSFETs design. For the Pro line, we have a fan-cooled amplifier. For the minis, we have that mass-loaded heat sink, but we have this triple protection circuit. So it's going to talk about thermal management. It's going to give you short voltage, over and under voltage, and thermal protection circuits. So it gives you peace of mind that your investment, your car, your system is going to be well protected. A lot of the competitors out there aren't really focusing on that. They're just really focusing on the power. That's something HIFONICS has always done in the past. So we could do that right in our sleep, but we want to make sure that your vehicle, your investment is protected as well. So that's why we put a main focus on that triple protection circuit, included in both the Colossus Pro and Colossus Mini amplifiers.
All right, Rob, let's shift gears a little bit and talk about the business side of things. So, this is a new line that's being introduced for dealers. Let's talk about what incentives there are or what protections that Maxonics is putting in place as far as the distribution and availability of this product. And let's also talk about the warranty, because let's be honest, these are systems that are going to take a little bit of punishment and maybe go endure a little bit more hardships than, let's say, the regular amplifier lines would endure.
So let's talk about those business side of things. So one, this product is going to be protected. This is perfect for those brick and mortar dealers, those distributors that are making sure that they're going to be selling product that they're not going to have to compete with the wild west of marketplace. The only people that are going to be selling this product on marketplace is HIFONICS official, and we're going to probably be pricing that to a point where you, the brick and mortar dealers and the distributors, are still going to be able to capitalize and make a really good price points on this, both these lines. So it's MAP protected product as well. So we're going to be definitely policing this and making sure that everyone is going to be protected. And this is a good product line that you're going to be able to carry for years to come. You know, this is something that we're heavily investing in. That's why we gave it the Colossus name. We are bringing back Colossus. We're trying to make a statement, and we're really getting back behind this full effort from the whole company here at HIFONICS and Maxonics. Besides that, we also have one of the best warranty programs in the industry. We have the lowest return rates, so we don't even have to take advantage of that warranty for the most part. We have single-digit return rates, which is probably one of the best in the industries, but our warranty program shows you how much we stand behind the product. It's a full 1 year, full replace warranty. So as long as the product from the consumer endpoint is purchased through you, an authorized dealer, we stand behind that 100%. So you don't have to send an amplifier like most of the competitors where we try to diagnose, rebuild it. No, we're going to take that amplifier, return it to us, and we're going to send you a brand new amplifier, no questions asked. Full backing and support on that warranty program from us for the both Colossus Pro and Colossus Mini amplifiers.
I can't help but ask, Rob, this seems like a departure, a new avenue, if you will, for the relaunch of this legendary Colossus line when it comes to HIFONICS. Can I ask, what is the future when it comes to this category in pro audio? Is this a beginning to something much greater?
Well, of course, this is definitely a new evolution of the HIFONICS brand, and specifically the Colossus name. We're bringing it back. We're trying to make a statement here. True power, big power out of both lines, but definitely, I think there's some products on the horizon that you should be on the lookout for. But then we also have an amazing subwoofer program that's out now that you can go ahead and purchase and install with the system. Is the HEW subwoofers from us, and it's the most amazing subwoofer the company's ever built in all of its history. So it pairs absolutely perfect with both these lines of amplifiers. So definitely check out the HEW subwoofers, and maybe keep an eye out, keep an ear to the ground for some more pro audio offerings from HIFONICS in the future.
Well, there you have it, guys. We're talking about the brand new HIFONICS Pro audio line of Colossus speakers, both in the Pro as well as in the Mini form factor. Tell us the info that we need to know, Rob. What is the availability of these products, and where should people go get more info?
Well, since we're always loyal here to the CMA viewer, this is actually kind of like a pre-discussion, a pre-launch of this both legendary amplifier lines. So this is going to be shipping in the early weeks of March. So a couple weeks from now, that will be available for purchase. We'll have more information up on our website, HIFONICS.com. We'll have a bunch of YouTube videos so you can learn more about the whole line of both the Colossus Pro and the Colossus Mini. So there's going to be a lot of information coming your way. So make sure that you check out HIFONICS.com. Follow us on all the social media accounts on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. And we'll have more information waiting for you guys so you can learn everything about the legendary return of Colossus.
Hi, Jody from 5 Access here. Just want to bring everybody up to speed with what we do and how we do it. We're a display company. We do a lot of custom graphics. Obviously, we do custom audio boards. We do RGB lighting. We do graphical work up top. We also do all the different custom amp mounts. So for all your store needs, we do front counters, we do home audio sections, we do lighting. Everything that you're looking for, give us a call. Again, it's 5 Access, 414-326-7162.
We turn now to the brand known as ALPINE, who's been busy coming with so much new gear for the 2024 season. And right now, we're going to talk about two specific items which are getting the attention of dealers for several reasons, really. A, price point is one, but also the feature set. First, we're going to start with talking about the very newly introduced unit called the ILX-W670. This is an entry piece. We're going to now connect with Mr. Eric Brooks from ALPINE to tell us all the goods. Now, Eric, this is by no means a very expensive unit. This is obviously priced to sell, but it is packed with different features. Why don't you tell us a little bit about some of the features of the ILX-W670?
Hey Ben, yeah, thanks. So the ILX W670 is a very competitively priced double din LCD screen head unit, right? And it is really the conduit to get technology into the customer's vehicle, CarPlay and Android Auto. But really, this thing is built to be a sound system builder, right? It has great audio outputs, it has sound tuning capabilities. There's a lot of ways that you can build onto the system using an ILX W670 and give great sound performance for the consumer.
Well, I'm happy you mentioned that, Eric, because let's be honest, there is a certain expectation when it comes to an Alpine source unit, of course. So let's dive a little bit deeper. Let's talk about the sound tuning and output capability of this unit.
Yeah, as far as audio outputs, this thing has 4-volt preamp outputs, which is a strong preamp output section in this unit, much like the predecessor, the ILX W650. So again, great sounding outputs. It also has additional sound tuning capability over the previous generation, the ILX W650. So this thing has a 13-band EQ. It has 6-channel time correction. It has fully adjustable crossovers. So you can dial in the system and make it sound exactly how it needs to in the vehicle.
All right, so lots of cool dial-in type properties for this entry-level unit. Let's talk a little bit about system expansion. You mentioned earlier that this is a great unit to kind of be that system builder. Does the Alpine power stacking system come into play here at this level?
Absolutely. So we developed Power Stack a few years ago utilizing two amplifiers, a KTA 450 and a KTA 200M. So a 4-channel and a mono amplifier. And with the ILX W650, you could actually, it came with a bracket, the amplifier came with a bracket, and you could mount the amplifier directly to the back of the head unit, right? So everything fit in one nice small spot. Well, the 670 carries that over. So the ILX W670 can marry up and power stack with the KTA 450 or the KTA 200M. So you can have either a 4-channel or a mono mounted directly to the back of this head unit.
All right, so we've covered some sound tuning properties as well as system expansion to get some power going with the power stack. But when it comes to Alpine, I feel like one of the things that you guys have done an incredible job, you've heard me say this before, is your GUI experience, your user interface. So what type of customization or experience would users have with this new screen?
Yeah, so what's great about the ILX W670 is while it has a very kind of entry level price point, there's nothing really entry level about this thing. It has multicolor illumination and it has the capability of customizing the home screen. So you can take and change these widgets around and put icons where you want them so that you can easily navigate your main menu and move to different sources very easily. So, multicolor illumination, that customization capability that it has really does set it apart from other entry-level head units on the market.
Now, of course, another important feature to any source unit in today's market is also what it comes to the different type of interactivity with sources. As Eric mentioned earlier, obviously Apple CarPlay, Android Auto is a feature that is a must-have. But at this price point, Eric, I'm pretty surprised that this unit even offers SiriusXM.
Yeah, well, SiriusXM is a very important source and a very important partner. So we want to make sure to utilize that and give consumers the capability of accessing that very popular source through this head unit. So yeah, absolutely a must when talking about source capabilities, CarPlay, Android Auto, and definitely SiriusXM.
Now, perhaps I've saved the best for last because you and I, Eric, had the chance to connect just a few short weeks ago at the K-Fest event in Las Vegas, where you introduced to me and everybody else a brand new interface and control system for lighting. It's called the Lighting Lick, and would you believe it? It's even included at this entry-level price point.
That's right, Ben. So we introduced a product called PrismaLink, which is a small, sealed, wedge-shaped design enclosure that uses our S2 series subwoofers. So a lot of cool things about this. Number one, the subs have a really nice cone material. They have great output. They're nice and compact in depth. They have what's called Easy Lock grill system, so you can easily add a grill onto the system. But on these wedged sealed enclosures, they're actually RGB lighting already mounted and set up in the thing, right? So you add power ground and you're done. So you have an IR remote that comes in the box so you can control your lighting, different colors, different modes, all that good stuff. The other cool thing about PrismaLink is you can actually add additional subwoofers to them. So we make linking brackets. So it has a back plate, a front plate that trims it all out. And then there's a jumper for RGB. So you can go one to the next and have control for all of these units. But what's really unique, and it's introduced in the ILX W670, is Lighting Link, like you mentioned. So there's a single wire out on the ILX W670, which you can connect to the PrismaLink subs. There's a control wire, so you add power ground and control from the ILX W670. And now there's a menu on the 670 that allows you to get in and control the lighting of your PrismaLink subwoofer. So different colors, different functionality, different modes. You can do all of that right from your head unit. So it really enhances the experience for the driver and for people enjoying the entertainment of their sound system. Right now, there's an audio and a visual enhancement of the system. So it's really a cool thing, and it works really, really well.
I can't tell you how cool that was. You'll see by the visuals here that this is the next level, guys, incorporating lighting and the control of it all from the touch of your fingertips at the helm with your ILX W670. Eric, I can't help but think this is kind of like a departure, a new avenue maybe that Alpine is going down. I love what I see here. Let's talk about quickly now availability and where folks can get more information.
Yeah, Ben. So the ILX W670 is currently available. And there's more information available for it on our website, alpine-usa.com. The PrismaLink is just now shipping, right? So it's now available. You'll see it very, very soon in stores. And again, you can find more information on PrismaLink on our website, www.alpine-usa.com.
Hey guys, Ricky Lima here from SiriusXM. I had a chance to speak to some dealers and ask them what they love about selling SiriusXM. Here's what they had to say.
Coast-to-coast coverage.
I love SiriusXM for commercial-free music.
It's a great add-on sale and a profit opportunity.
We love selling SiriusXM because you can listen to the same channel coast to coast.
Profitability and ease of installation. It's a no-brainer.
We love selling SiriusXM for its ease of installation, great profitability, and reliability.
People love it.
Well, if you've you've been following along CMA Live, then you know Orion has had a huge uprising this year, coming to market with brand new, reinvented, and reimagined products. Whether it's the Cobalt, the XTR, or the HCCA lineup, they have something for everybody. But on today's episode, we're going to focus in on another big catalog from Orion, and that is the accessory line. We go now to Edgar from Orion to talk about the really complete accessory line that Orion has to offer. Now, Edgar, we can already see in front of you, we've got a lot to cover today. But this is an important category because what this means is that Orion could literally cover a dealer's needs top to bottom. And I think that's the goal. I'd like to hear in your words how important the accessory line is to Orion.
Hi, Ben. Again, my friend. Thank you for having us here, and always a pleasure. As you said it before, everybody that is following Orion and following CMA, of course, this time we want to talk a little bit about the accessories. And we in Orion, like I said before, we want to make sure that all of our customers have a brand that is standing behind them 100%. And we try to cover everything from top to bottom when it comes to the whole car audio industry. So today, I wanted to share a little bit about our full line of accessories. We have over 150 SKUs in accessories. We start from an entry level line to a high end. And when I mean entry to high end is, of course, we all know the CCA series, and then we have the OFC series. And I wanted to show you a little bit about, our RCAs, our cable kits, our circuit breakers, distribution blocks, fuse holders, fuses, in both sides. We have them on an entry level and on a higher end level so that everybody is happy with what they're looking for and any category.
All right, we're going to break this down so you guys watching can understand. Let's start with a very critical category. We're going to talk about power management. And when it comes to power management, of course, we're looking for fuse holders, we're looking for circuit breakers, and we're looking for power blocks. So walk us through a little bit the offering right now from Orion in these categories.
Well, yes, been very important. Like you mentioned, power is one of the most important categories in the 12-volt industry, and for that, we of course have all the different sizes when it comes to distribution blocks. We have 1 and 0, 0 and 4, 2 and 4, 4 and 8, and this is just some examples of what we have. This is one of our distribution blocks. Like you can see here, we have two inputs in, and then we have four inputs out, four outputs. Okay, on these ones we have something like we have one in, and then we have one out. But the special thing about this one is that this one has a voltage meter on it, so that you can always make sure that your voltage is correct. And like I mentioned before, we have all the fuses to go with all fuse holders. Okay, we have like this. This is one of our fuse holders. Like you see, one in, one out, and it's like you said, power management. We have so many different models and sizes. For example, here we have the circuit breakers, and we have it on all different amperage. Okay, we have 300, 200, 180. It all depends on the size of the bill and what exactly they're looking for.
All right, a really nice selection of fuse holders, distribution blocks, and of course, circuit breakers as well. And as Edgar mentioned, if you do need any extra fuses or whatnot, they also have that available. All right, so let's talk about the signal. Obviously, we need RCA connectors of different lengths. What do we have in that category when it comes to interconnects?
Hi, Ben. Yes, of course. And we couldn't, of course, miss these ones. We have all different sizes of RCAs, okay? Starting from 0.5 feet all the way to 1700 feet. And then we have, of course, all the Ys that you need. Male to female, female to male. So it's, like I said, it's a long range of products that we have to offer to our customers. And all I can tell them is you have to search us, look it up, and you will notice that we have everything to cover you guys.
Now, every store, what do they need? Of course, they need amp kits. These are easy blister packs ready to go depending on the type of build you're looking for. But one thing I want to know, Edgar, is besides the, I guess, standard type amp kit that features, CCA type stuff, does Orion offer a more premium, maybe OFC option?
Hi, man. Of course, as you mentioned, we all need, or in the industry, we need all the amplifier kits that you can get. Here now we have our entry level, as you mentioned, our CCA series of amplifier kits. It's the Cobalt series, okay? And as you can see here, the customer can see everything that they're getting for, and this is our CCA entry level. You can try it. We have them in all different sizes, 0, 4, and 8. So we can cover everything that they need. But like you mentioned, we're all looking for that extra, that high-end or high-quality products. And for that now, we have the XTR series, okay? This is our XTR 100% OFC wires, okay? As you can see here on the packaging as well, the customer can see everything they're getting from just taking a quick look at them, okay? And again, everything that you need from installations and all the sizes 0, 4, and 8. So, Ben, again, as I mentioned, we have everything that the customer needs to cover all the installation.
Well, Edgar, I think we've checked off all the boxes when it comes to accessories, except for one, which is, of course, the bulk wire, because every good shop needs a good rack of quality power cable at their disposal, all the different sizes. And I know for sure Orion has a solution for this as well.
Yes, of course, my friend. How we will be without power wires? Yes, we have, as I mentioned before, also and or CCA, we have all the roll cables, all the bulk cables you need from 0, 4, 8. We have 10s, 14, 16, all the different sizes that you can ask for. We have them on the CCA series and also on our premium series, that is the XTR 100% OFC wires. Okay, we also offering in 0, 4, and 8. Okay, so you can look for them on our website, see all the sizes that we have to offer. Okay, Ben. And again, Ben, thank you for having us. And for more information, I ask all the customers and all the Orion fans out there, check the new websites at www.orioncaraudio.com.
C Outlook is dedicated to keeping the car audio and electronics industry informed on the latest issues, trends, and product releases. New feature stories posted daily. Visit coutlook.com for the latest industry news. Well, if you had the chance to visit Las Vegas last week and attended the Knowledge Fest show, you might have passed by the Precision Power or Motorcycle audio booth. And if you were in that booth or in the vicinity, then you know most definitely would have heard about a brand new source unit they just launched. It's called the V2. Yes, that's it, V2. But man, does this unit pack a punch, and what a story to tell about it. It's going to be a game changer, guys, for you motorcycle audio guys, no doubt. We go now to Ronnie Brashear. Ronnie, this was a huge launch for you guys. I know there's a story behind this. You guys have been so invested in the motorcycle audio space for quite some time. Talk to us a little bit about the story and development of this new V2 platform.
Ben, this has been in the works for 18 months plus. If you'll remember, you were the first to know we started this adventure with what we called the 14 plus. And we have continued to build upon that platform. And the big key to V2 is the writers, the forums, every request that they could have possibly asked for. We wrote those requests down. Even if it was just one request and it was totally obscure, it still made the list. And then we went through the list and picked out the best of the best to put into this head unit.
I got to say, Ronnie, if you guys are tuning in, there's a lot to unpack here. So let's get into it. First and foremost, for the record, this is a new full screen source unit. Let's go ahead for the record. What is the application of this new V2?
It is for 14 and up Harley Davidson road glide, street glide motorcycles.
All right, let's be clear about something, Ronnie. This is a factory replacement plug-and-play kit. Let's get into some of the features. When we had a chance to talk about it in Vegas, there was a whole board that had a ton of features, but I want you to kind of go through some of the ones that installers are going to be really happy about, but there's also a myriad of features that riders are going to love. So let's start with the basic ones and then maybe flow into some of these new unique features for the end to really take it up a notch.
Ben, let's start with your amazing sponsor, SiriusXM. That's a feature. It's a must-have in the Harley market anymore, and we've added that to most all our radios, and that's a key feature that we've included on V2. Also, we've went from a 7-inch screen to an 8.3-inch screen. Once this is installed in the bike, it looks like it's all glass. It is the most beautiful thing you've possibly ever saw on a motorcycle. We built this with a very high quality LED screen. So it's a Q LED screen, which you're seeing in most all of the new TVs nowadays. And to protect that screen, we've put a quantum film over the top of that screen. And what both do, it's a 1000 nit screen, which is basically about double what we've had before. And the quantum film helps pull out the color and makes it very bright and vibrant. That's a big key feature. But V2 was built around the request for headphone connectivity. And we heard it over and over and over again in the forums. So we have spent quite a bit of money on software development, creating this experience for the rider. And it doesn't matter what Bluetooth headphone you own, it will connect to this radio. The cool thing is we also added a passenger experience to this also. So the rider themselves can program their headphones in, and they can experience just navigation, just music, or just phone calls. They can choose that, or they can choose for all three to come through their headphones. The rider or the passenger then can choose either music or navigation, or both. So both the rider and the passenger will be able to have an experience hooked up to this radio. We've also come out with a very, very cool feature called Rally Mode. And we came up with that about 1.5 years ago, that name, because it's probably the only time that you would use this feature if you're setting at a rally and there are 100 bikes there. What we've done is basically you turn this radio into an FM station and you broadcast your playlist, and any other radio with V2 software can tune into your broadcast. The idea came from walking down Sturgis Main Street, and 10 bikes in a row, all turned up, all playing different songs. It was basically music chaos. With this here, you can create basically your own station, and people can log in, and it's an unlimited amount of bikes that will be able to connect within 330 feet of this radio. So it creates that whole party atmosphere, which is what the rallies are all about. We would never want you to use this while riding or anything else. This is strictly for parking and just having a good time, everybody playing the same music. We've upped the EQ on this. It's now a 15-band EQ, and we've added something called 3D surround, which is a new keyword that's also built into the new televisions, and it will change your music experience on this bike. So we have thrown just about everything but the kitchen sink into this build. We are quite excited that it's going to be released in April, and the pre-orders have just absolutely been off the hook. This is everything that every rider has been asking for, and absolutely more.
That is an impressive lineup of brand new features coming into this V2 unit. Riders rejoice because I think these guys have literally thought about just about everything you could possibly want in a radio. But let's not forget, from a store, retailer, installer perspective, these guys didn't forget about you either. Because guess what? When it comes to integration, we've got you covered with iDataLink Maestro.
Absolutely. Our relationship with iData is very strong, and this radio is compatible with either the MRR or the MRR2 from iData. And look, I'm going to say without them, this radio would not have been possible. We need their knowledge for retaining thumb control and gauge information. So we couldn't be more thankful than with our relationship with iData.
So there you have it, guys. A brand new V2 radio for Harley Davidson's 14 and up. It's got an incredible screen. It's loaded with unique features like Rally, and now you can even use your walkie-talkies. It's got SiriusXM, and yes, it even integrates with iData Link Maestro. Listen, Ronnie, I can't wait to dive deeper once this unit is in hand. We're going to get much more deeper into it once we do a full session on it. But for now, I know you mentioned it's going to be available in April. What do dealers need to know when it comes to the new V2?
Ben, we expect this radio first week in April, and we can send everyone to motorcycleaudio.com for more information on the release.
Mark your calendar. CMA Expo is returning in 2024 to the Toronto Congress Centre on April 5th, 6th, and 7th. A huge thank you to all the Canadian dealers who attended and made the inaugural event such an amazing success. You spoke and we listened. Thanks to your feedback, we've implemented some important changes to enhance your experience even further. Confirmed exhibitors for the 2024 CMA Expo are Alpine, Automobility, Importel, Trends Electronics, Gemsen Distribution, JVC Kenwood, Sony, Pioneer, Dix Performance, SiriusXM, Ericsson Consumer, Metra, Stinger, Fortin. Save money and take advantage of the early bird registration. But hurry, early bird ends Monday, January 29th. For more information and the latest updates, follow us on social or visit cmaexpo.ca. All right, we go now to our good partner MECP and their specialist Chris Beulah, who's standing by to keep you updated on the ever-evolving features that MECP has to offer to its certified members. Now, Chris, this is obviously a passion project for you, and you've come on so many times to talk about some of the great features and benefits. But today we're going to dive a little bit deeper into setting up your profile. And I guess my very first question for you, Chris, is once you're certified, how do you link yourself to the shop where you work and represent?
Hey, Ben, it's always great to talk to you guys about the changes and kind of the evolution that we've got going on behind the MECP program. You're right. This is a passion project for me. It's a huge deal to me that that we offer this certification program to the industry itself. And we've really been working hard over the last year and a half, 2 years to really expose this to consumers, right? And make this a more usable kind of program and give a lot of useful tools to the retail owners and the staff members within those stores. So it's a really big deal. So let's look at linking to the MECP profile once you're kind of in the system. So we'll go to the website here and you simply hover over professionals and click My MECP Profile. Couldn't be easier, right? And once you click that, it will certainly bring up the tab that shows your personal information. You do not have to be certified yet to access your MECP profile. And the reason for that is we kind of contain all of your MECP data within this profile. So certified or not, you can still access this profile. There's benefits that come with certification, of course, and we'll talk about those in a little bit. But this shows you all of your current active certifications and awards. As you scroll down, it will show you anything that you're enrolled in. And then down below, anything that's expired, right? So that kind of gives you a synopsis of where you're at in your MECP learning kind of course progression. And then down here, these are really the most important things within this profile to manage on your own. First is this big orange button right in the middle. It says click to add a non-MECP certification, membership, or award to your profile. So these can be, this link will be used for either personal or store awards. So you can do this for yourself, something that you personally have won, like one of the MEA top whatever technicians or sales pros or whatever it is, or something for your location, your store. You can fill out the same exact form and get those applied to one or both of those profiles. But so click that, fill out that form, get that loaded. Down below, you'll see that I have already linked myself to my fictitious store here, Bees Audio. And this shows my current member profile. All this information can be edited at any time. There's a couple things we don't allow you to edit yourself, like your name, because that could lead to misrepresentation on a certificate or something like that. There is a form that you can fill out to change your name officially within our system. So if you do not have the location link information right here, there will be a button that says link yourself to a location. I've already done this, so I've already linked myself. I can remove that link if I decide to change jobs or move to a different location, or I can edit these details here. Okay. All really cool stuff. You have to be linked to a location for your location to show up on that location finder. So if we jump back up here to vehicle owners and this find a certified tech or specialist, if you click to that, it brings up our location tool. And this is where a consumer, maybe you as a retail store or technician, you can look up who's certified in your particular area. It defaults to your address, of course. You won't show up in here unless you're linked to a location. And a location will not show up in here unless it has one or more certified technician or specialist linked to it within the database. So it's kind of a two-way street there on showing up in this tool. But either way, that's how you get linked. It's actually super easy to do. If your location is not in our database, when you go to link yourself, it even gives you a little tool to create a new location. Our admin team will verify that it's real. We may reach out to you with some questions and things like that about some details about that location, whatever it is. But we'll get you set up usually within 24 hours and you'll be ready to rock.
Chris, I'm really happy that you explained how important that two-way street is, whereas the location is connected to the certified person and vice versa. And really, I believe that this is probably one of the first things you should do, because if you don't, what's the point of being certified if people don't know how to find you? So absolutely, thank you for taking the time to show us that. Now, let's dive even deeper and peel off another layer here. Now that I'm certified, I've connected a location, my store, to my profile. Let's talk about the profile itself. What are the ins and outs of managing my profile?
Yeah, Ben. So there's a couple layers to managing your MECP profile. So once you've linked yourself to a location, it's been approved either by your company admin or by our administrative staff here at MECP. Because if there's not an existing admin at your company, we will do that for you. But either way, once you've linked yourself to that company, then you have a couple different options or a couple different layers based on what your status is within our database. So if you're a technician or a specialist that's not an admin for the company, then you can just manage your own profile. Okay, you can link or unlink yourself from a location. You can see your status on all of your MECP courses, both past and present, and edit your personal details and all that good stuff. If you are linked as a company admin, which we highly recommend somebody at your location should be assigned as the company admin or the location admin for that. Then you have exposure to a couple new tabs on your profile. So let's jump over back to the website and look at this. So up here at the top, you've got two tabs that are super important if you're the company admin. One is company info and another one is company MECP benefits, right? This one shows regardless, this is your personal MECP benefits, whether you're a company admin or not. So first things first, this is always in your profile, regardless of your link to your company. The Knowledge Fest, registration, we're showing this. This was a previous benefit. I just turned it back on for this particular demonstration here. But we offered, of course, a free registration code to users that would allow them to get into the Knowledge Fest show for free, right? So lots of cool little benefits for you personally to be able to take advantage of within your profile. You also have access to the Mitchell 1 Pro Demand software at a significant discount through your profile as well. Some of these benefits only appear if you are certified. So the Knowledge Fest one would show up regardless of whether you're certified or not. If you're in our database, you have access to that in your profile. The Mitchell 1 Pro Demand one only shows up if you have some level of technician certification. So there are some benefits that kind of appear over time as you progress through the system. The other two tabs that I was talking about are the company info tab, which I'm showing right now, and then company benefits. So the company info tab is super important for administration. If you're a company admin, and you can request that during your link process, or you can just contact us directly through administrator@mecp.com, and we can set you up as the admin. Once you've been linked as the company admin, you have access to this new tab and all of these cool new features. So we're showing Titan Motoring because they've got a lot of staff on board that is certified, a couple company admins, all that good stuff. But we want to show off kind of the power of some of these buttons here. First is we can see any of the existing or pending members for our company, right? So down here we can see everybody that's certified as a company member, and see their certificate if applicable. And we can also see non-certified. I don't know if they've got any here, but we can also see anybody who maybe has subscribed to a course and is working on it, but has not yet achieved it. Okay, so that would be under the non-certified company members. Okay, so that's really cool to do. If you go back to the company info tab here, you can see view existing or pending locations. Titan only has one location currently in the database. If they had a pending one, so if this was a large chain or another system where there are multiple stores linked together, you can see the linked locations or any pending ones and approve or unlink from those as well. And then renew existing members. This is actually super handy. If you click on this, you'll see any of the staff members that are currently eligible for a renewal in their system, and you can add that to your basket. If you're the company admin and your company is paying for their renewals or their upgrades, then you can manage all that in one spot within your company profile. It's pretty cool. And then last but not least is the upgrade existing members. So same type of thing as the renewals. You can see anybody who's eligible for one or more upgrades. Once you click this button, it will show the available upgrades at the highly discounted options that are available, and you can select those and upgrade that person on the spot as the company admin. Okay. And then last but not least, your company benefits tab offers some of the same types of things you'd see in your MECP benefits personally, like the Knowledge Fest registration, of course, the Mitchell Pro Demand. If you're a company admin, whether you're certified or not, you have access to Mitchell One Pro Demand discount, because the company admin may not be somebody who's working in the bay or on the sales floor. This may be a corporate headquarters person or something like that, that is just managing the day to day, and they will want to buy that Pro Demand software for the company, right? So they have that access, no problem, within the company admin tab. And then something like this here, where you have the coupon code purchase form, that's a really big deal, because this allows you to prepay for for coupon codes, I'm sorry, for the technicians or specialists that you're bringing on board. Maybe you're doing a hiring spree and hiring a few new people. You can pre-purchase these, issue them to start taking the courses, and then of course they'll show up on your other tab under the existing and pending members.
You know, Chris, I have to comment on the fact that the thought process that's being put behind MECP, the power of the website, and the power of the certification program as a whole, it caters literally to either the small business enterprise, you know, the 1-2 man shop, scaled all the way up to the multi-chain store, more corporate environment that has administrative people in place to manage such things. I think the point here and the takeaway is that regardless of your situation, MECP is set up for you to succeed and get certified.
Ben, I appreciate hearing that. We've put a lot of thought behind kind of designing this system to help you, whether you're a one-man shop or a like 50, 60 plus location chain. And this is a global thing, by the way. This is not just US and Canada. This is global, right? So we manage all kinds of different types of scenarios with stores and personnel, everything from full-time employees to 1099s and all that stuff. So we've really kind of thought of everything. We're trying to accommodate as much as possible on the scalability side to make sure that you as a person or you as a company entity are getting the best possible scenario for your particular situation. So it means a lot that you kind of recognize that. We hope that we get more and more people involved with it and can give us the feedback that we need to make this even better for everybody. So we welcome everybody to come visit MECP.com. Click that Get Certified tab if you're not already certified, and get through a course. Once you've created that profile in the system, then you can manage that profile, like I said, whether you're certified or not. So dive in there, start crafting your little profile, and get linked to a location. And that helps grow the database. It helps expose you and your location to consumers that are looking for your services. We have quite a few hits every single day on that technician finder. So that's a really big deal. Take advantage of the people that are looking for a technician or a specialist to do the job for them in their vehicle. So visit MECP.com. We appreciate the time talking to you guys as always. Thank you.
All right, that's a wrap for this CMA Live All Access, brought to you by SiriusXM and sponsored by 5-Axis Innovations. Make sure to check out all our videos at cmanetworks.com. We'll see you next Saturday.
There's never been a better time to have SiriusXM with over 150 channels in your vehicle. Your Platinum Plan offer includes more than ever before to enjoy online, on your phone, or at home. Create your own ad-free personalized stations powered by Pandora. Hear ad-free extra channels and enjoy favorite shows with SiriusXM Video on Demand. What you love is on now.